Yes, girl, Wendy, you did lie. What's up, y'all? This is Coco and T, and I'm here to bring you the tea. I want y'all to like the video. Just press like, and it's going to tell you to hype, and it just hyped the video. That's all. That's all. I ain't asking you for a Cash App or Zelle. Just like the video. Anyways, we are here to talk about Wendy again and again and again, because every time somebody drops something, I'm going to talk about it. So more people have been coming out exposing Wendy, and I got a little clip of Nneka. She been knew that Wendy was buying clothes and returning them at the store. I think that's hilarious. We got an ex-producer spilling tea on what Bravo's doing right now to cover up the mess. And we got a YouTuber exposing Wendy for being a mean girl. So yeah, we're going to get into all of that. Please smash the like button and let's get into it. Shout out to Sherelle's World because Nneka been called it on.
I loved her Mugler outfit. I hope she didn't return it already.
There must have been talks in the Potomac streets talking about Wendy be returning-ish, because why would Nneka say that? And let me find out Wendy put in all these claims so she can have this 40th birthday party, because this was a little over the top if you struggling for some coins. That's just actually insane that you would waste all this money on a birthday party if you're struggling financially. Another thing somebody said was, oh, well, you know, she probably has a lot of student loans because she has all them degrees. But I thought if you're a teacher that they can get rid of your student loans. I don't know what the hell the word is called, defer them, get rid of them. But I thought if you're a teacher, they can get rid of your student loans. Let me know. Okay, next up, we're going to talk about this producer. She used to be a reality TV producer, and she's talking about what Bravo is doing right now during the scandal.
As an ex-reality TV producer, I don't want to get into whether Wendy and Eddie committed insurance fraud. I hope they didn't. I like Wendy. I like their family. What I will talk about is what happens behind the scenes for Bravo and the production company when something like this happens. One, not surprisingly, cameras go up on her ASAP. It's actually not uncommon for production to actually get a tip this is coming. I was literally with an ex-housewife showrunner this week who told me about an incident where they convinced the cops to hold until the morning after a big party for an arrest. If they get a tip, they do everything they can to get cameras there, even if they're not filming. Two, they get cameras up on the other ladies. We will see them bank one of those fake looking conversations where they all sit around at Giselle's house or whatever and start talking about what's happening. They'll all be perfectly positioned with cameras and pretending like this is the first time they've had this conversation, even though they've all been on the phone since the second the news broke. Three, discussions with Bravo's internal legal start immediately. The first move we will almost definitely see is a legal title card at the top of the next episode, something like this being made before the allegations. Then they're going to carefully review every upcoming episode and immediately try to tweak or pull out anything that is egregious, which I don't think they're going to pull out anything where she's talking about money, but what they'll pull out is anything that seems like it's because of the housewives lifestyle or something that's bad for the housewives brand that they would pull back, or that would insinuate that Bravo knew anything. And honestly, this will be a pain because Bravo is already known to be the harshest in the business on edits. Four, I've also seen that they've paused Wife Swap, which is to me sad considering they aired a whole season of Russell, Taylor's husband, on Beverly Hills with a mere title card. And as a half Black woman, especially when it comes to representations of Blackness, I want to make sure we're not automatically saying that Black women aren't innocent until proven guilty. From there, literally everything with Wendy on it, social media, the network, every line on Watch What Happens Live will be curated, and the goal will be to support her while also keeping a little bit of distance in case the public comes for them too. As an ex-reality TV producer, I don't want to get into whether Wendy and Eddie committed insurance fraud. I hope they didn't. I like Wendy.
Okay, what I found interesting that she said, and check her out on TikTok, okay, baby? That's where I found her. I put her name on the video. Anyways, what I found interesting is that she said producers might have already known. They might already been tipped off, and they have probably discussed it with them. A lot of people that work in insurance fraud, they got in my comments and told me some tea. They told me them people are real diligent. They will go to your job. They will ask the employees, i.e. Real Housewives, i.e. producers, when's the last time you seen her wearing this ring? When's the last time you seen this bag? They'll ask all kinds of questions. So I'm wondering, well, fuck it, wondering. I know Bravo had to know this was coming down the pipeline. Then we got Nneka KNEW Williams. She was on Carlos King last night, and he was asking her, do you think that Wendy and Eddie will get jail time? And this is what she said.
They are convicted, they will serve an active jail sentence. I don't think there is any question about it. And I think that that was determined at the onset of the case because of all the facts that have been laid out. This sheriff's office, this state prosecutor have already told us, Carlos King, that they are making examples out of these wealthy, famous Black people. They are. We know that from the press conference alone. And we also know that Clock T, when that state attorney came out and one of the first things he said out of his mouth was, don't think of insurance fraud as a victimless crime. He didn't have to say that. Did you clock T on that? Because I did.
Yeah,
That was
I
making sure the first foundational premise of his remarks was that this impacts you and me. This impacts every American that holds an insurance policy in any capacity, and all, if they are convicted, they will serve an active jail sentence. I don't think.
Baby, she did not say maybe it's possible. She said they will, based off the fact that they had the press conference alone and they had all that evidence, all them claims, Eddie on the recorded call, the emails, the picture of the ring, the items at the house, the 15 items that she forgot to return, the other items that she did return. Like, it's just too much evidence, baby. I don't know. It's not looking good, Wendy. But someone has came forward here on YouTube and was talking about Wendy. And this is just another person talking about Wendy's character. She is not a nice person. She's a mean girl. But she wants other people to think that they're the mean girl.
Again, if you've been watching me for quite some time, you know that every time I've seen Wendy at BravoCon, at different events, it's always been love. She's always complimented me on my channel and how much she appreciates the support that I've shown her throughout the years. But this time things went differently, which took me by surprise. So I walk up to Wendy saying, hey, you know, good to see you. And we're talking about the season. I'm asking her, what should I expect? And she's telling me, you know, giving me a little bit of tea. Stacey's in the hot seat for the majority of this season.
Okay, this is the Brooke Ashley on YouTube. So she's saying how she's seen Wendy at BravoCon, and usually they have good interactions. She always supports Wendy, Candace, all of the girls, right? And first of all, let's stop at the first little bit of tea, because she don't even elaborate on it. But she said that Wendy tells her a little bit about the season and said, you know, she's going to be in the hot seat most of the season. What the hell is she going to be in the hot seat about? Like, is this going to come up about her returning stuff, about her under an investigation? Because they didn't show it in none of the previews. But I find it odd that, you know, the press conference came out as soon as Potomac came out. And I do think that's intentional. I mean, investigations, feds do be taking a long time, but I don't know. They might have called up Bravo and told them, you know, film as much shit as you can get on this bitch this season. In my opinion, why wouldn't they? Film as much shit as you can. Let her wear whatever she want to wear. Get as much footage of her. And then after you're done rapping, we going to break this story. Because it would be in Bravo's interest not to say nothing. They want to get the tea. They want to get, you know, all the headlines. But I find it interesting that Wendy says she's going to be in the hot seat for a lot of this season. Interesting.
And then she goes on to say that Monique actually surprises everybody this season and how we, the viewers, might actually like her. I was surprised about that because you know where I fall when it came to Monique and Candace when season 5 happened, but we're not here to talk about that. Now, mind you, I always bring my mom as a +1, so my mom is standing next to me while this is going on. So again, she's talking to me about the season. You know, conversation is going well for the most part. We take a picture, me, her, Gertie, and my mom. So we take the picture, everything's all good. And then she says to me, you know, you're mean. So I'm like, you must be talking about the Brooke Ashley from accounting, because surely you're not talking about me, the Brooke Ashley here on YouTube, being mean to you. So y'all know me, I don't bite my tongue, I don't mince words. So I'm just like, wait, what? What do you mean by that? Are you joking? And she's like, no, you're mean. So again, I'm looking around and my mom is in shock because she's like, so I ask again, how have I been mean to you? Can you give me some examples of where you feel like I've been mean? Let me know. Because again, I'm here to provide commentary and some laughs. I'm not here to tear anybody down. I'm respectful. I try to be as fair as possible. You've never heard me call any housewife out of their names. I just give my opinion on what I see for 44 minutes every week, and I keep it at that. So then she says, well, you know, I don't watch your channel anyway. My people watch. and they come back to me and tell me things that you've said, and they're mean. So I just said, wait, what? And in the same cadence as Dwight Eubanks from Atlanta, and who are these fabulous people who watch my channel?
And that's what makes Wendy not likable. Like, you had a girl who literally stood up for you on YouTube and was a fan. All of your guys' interactions have been good, but you're talking about her review of the show. She says mean things about you, but then you're going to turn around and say, well, I don't even watch your show. Like, my people watch it. Girl, you ain't got no people. Stop. Stop it right now. Who is watching the show and reporting back to you besides that mama of yours? Who? You are not that big that, oh, I got people watching and telling me, girl, you ain't Kim Kardashian. You ain't TMZ. Ain't nobody reporting back to you. Girl, stop. It's like, that's why people don't like Wendy. That's why they think she thinks she's superior. She thinks she acts arrogant. She's rude. Like, Wendy, you are just not a nice person. And that's why people are reveling in the fact that you did this clown ass shit to yourself.
Who? And what are your people hearing? Because clearly they need their ears checked if they're saying that I'm bashing you when I'm not doing that. So I was really taken aback by that. We say goodbye to each other. I float around the party, and I just keep that in the back of my head. So because Wendy and I follow each other on Instagram, I slid in her DMs and I say to her, hey, can you give me some clarification on how I've been mean, because I've been supportive of you. Again, let me know where I've offended you where you would call me mean. Surprise, surprise, there's no response. So the reason in me telling this story is to let you know that if it appears like my support has dropped off when it comes to certain people, that's why. Because if you've been watching me for any length of time, especially Potomac, y'all know I went hard in the paint for Wendy and Candace. On top of that, I think it's funny that I'm so mean, but yet you had a castmate who assaulted you, never apologized to you, and then another castmate said, well, I'm happy that it happened to you because I don't like you. So that wasn't mean, but me commenting on what I see every week is mean, despite me being on your side.
Wendy is a clown, and I don't feel bad for her. She treats people like crap. She acts like she's better than. Even though everyone hates Robin, let's keep it real. Robin showed how she built herself from bankrupt back up, started from a little duplex or whatever she lived in to get a house. But Wendy was over there clowning her for it. She was over there clowning her for not being rich and, living the way she was living. That's why you don't never talk about the way people are living, because you never know what's going to happen to you. Okay, now I got a couple more clips. I got this girl on TikTok that got an interesting take on these trust funds that Wendy says she got set up for her kids. Just take a listen.
This trust fund Wendy Osef set up for her kids, season 9, episode 7. They're about 13 to 15 minutes in. She is at lunch. Check it out.
Heart desires. My only requirement is a master's degree. And if you don't get your master's degree, please understand it is written in your trust fund and you will not get your money. So you decide, do you want the money in the trust fund? It's up to you.
So
this is optional.
Listen.
Is it?
Yeah,
is it optional?
You're giving them options. That's not how to raise children.
Force them. Forced education. You have no choice.
This is the option. This is my seeds here. I pray success upon their lives. And I say, Holy Ghost, fire! Holy Ghost, fire! If you succeed today, I will succeed. And you'll be sending me my monthly allowance.
Here we go back to my.
So at this point in the season, the robbery had already happened, and they have already received the insurance money or are looking to receive it soon. And now she is setting up this trust fund. So I am wondering if that trust fund was funded by the stolen money, and will that be taken with the investigation? Will they seize that money, freeze it, and stuff like that? So also, she admitted to paying $60,000 for a birthday party and just all of this lavish lifestyle. She still pays her mom $600, I think, a week for allowance. So I definitely think it was a keeping up with the Joneses situation that her and her husband had gotten in. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. This trust.
It's something about Wendy's mama that just creeped me out. She like, I pray for their success. Like, girl, why didn't you do anything for your success? You over there waiting on Wendy to send you $600 is crazy. Like, go get you a husband to take care of you or go get you a job. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that Wendy was using that money to fund her kid's trust fund? I don't think there is a trust fund, honestly. I don't. I don't think no one would make these thirsty ass moves if they had money like that. No one's going to do that. Nobody will be returning stuff if they have money like that. Nobody will be reporting fraudulent police reports if they have money like that. I think she had plans on getting them a trust fund. I think she thought she was going to sell a lot of candles. I think she thinks Happy Eddie is going to be, the biggest thing on earth. I think she thought she was going to be the next Wendy Williams, and she thought there will be a trust fund. But then they just pulled this stupid ass move. And it's like, they say she only got away with like $30,000 of the claims. And this is what I heard in these YouTube streets, that she was trying to blame Eddie and say, oh, this is all Eddie's idea. But Eddie sent her the email, and then the money was deposited in their joint account. So she can't act like she didn't know about it. So I don't know. I want to hear what y'all think down in the comments. Why do y'all think Wendy did what she did? Do you think they broke, or you think she thirsty, or you think both? Tell me what y'all think about everything in this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, do all of the things. And please hype the video. Talk to me in the comments. I'll talk back, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.